Hi there, I'm Maika, and really glad you're here for this eye opening topic of what happens when we try to run away from our feelings. I'm going to use the strategy of presenting the conclusion first. And that is, if we try to run away from our feelings or from certain feelings, these feelings will get stronger, their influence on our life gets stronger, and they get in the way of us living our life the way that we want to. The question is why? Why running away doesn't work? In short, it doesn't work because any worthwhile endeavor in life is accompanied by challenging experiences and emotions. Whether you're raising kids, whether you're pursuing an education, whether you're working towards or at your dream job, whether you are helping someone in need or getting better at self-care, you will go through challenges on the way of pursuing those things that are important to you. Doubts will come up. Am I good enough for this? Is my strategy going to work? You'll make mistakes. You will get to points where you feel like giving up. And if we avoid taking these important steps in life, pursuing these important projects, because we want to avoid the challenges they bring along, we will live our life dictated by avoidance and flight. Our avoidance will make us miss out on the most rewarding experiences our life has in store for us. We can never be happy or satisfied if we're not ready to go through the challenges that come into our life through the things that are important to us. So it's really important to be ready to go through what we need to go through on the path of pursuing what's important to us. To be ready to do what it takes, to be ready to have those challenging conversations, to speak up in front of a group, even if we've made difficult experiences with that in the past. To voice our needs, even if we feel like we might get rejected. To be present in our life, to show up for life. How to show up for life. We can show up for life by being ready to experience our experience, to experience our feelings, to be ready to let our experiences and feelings flow without wanting to stop them from happening, without reacting, interfering, without needing to control them, knowing that we can't always control everything we feel and think. I'm not talking about tolerating any kind of abuse. What I'm talking about is how we deal with the fear of what will happen if we do something that is really important to us. And that is hard. It means not judging our experience, thoughts, and feelings, or ourselves, like, I shouldn't be upset about this right now. It doesn't mean tolerating or resigning, or it doesn't even have to mean looking forward to something. It just means being ready to be there, to be ready to show up for life in our experience. It's like opening the window shutters on the house of our life and letting the light and fresh air come in, allowing experience to pass through our life. People who do this have a better mental health, they worry less, they're better at their job, and they're more satisfied with their life. And studies have shown that when we close the window shutters on our experience, it increases our challenging feelings. And studies have shown this for all kinds of challenging feelings like anxiety, worries, depression, trauma, and even physical pain. In other words, if we try to shut the window shutters of our life and our experience by thinking this way I can protect myself from experiencing anything that's difficult, we actually increase difficult experiences. We become less resilient, and will even stop feeling as many positive emotions. They'll become fewer and they'll become less intense. So you really can't serve yourself by closing yourself up towards life, towards experience, towards feeling. I think I've said enough on this, and I know that it can be hard to open those window shutters, to be ready for experience, feeling, and life, to show up for life. So in the following minutes, I'll share some thoughts that make it easier to show up for life. Making showing up for life easier. Showing up for life, being ready for life and experience and feelings gets easier if we do it from an observer's perspective. If instead of remaining in the river of our thoughts and emotions and letting it toss us around, we can take a step back and look at it rather than live from it. If we can remind ourselves that our thoughts, feelings, and experiences are thoughts, feelings, and experiences, they're like clouds in the sky, and we can contain all of those experiences, just like the sky can contain all clouds. It also helps to be aware that experiences fade on their own. So let's say you have the impulse of opening up Facebook, but actually you want to concentrate on your work. One way of dealing with that impulse is by opening up Facebook. Another way of dealing with it is to just let it fade on its own, to take it into account, to observe it, you can even tell yourself, okay, I have the impulse of opening Facebook, and then just letting it pass by. If you don't follow the impulse, that doesn't mean it'll stay there forever. Also know that experiencing challenges and difficult feelings is part of the human experience. It's not personal failure. And remain aware that being ready for feelings, no matter what they are, and all of experience is what makes it possible for you to follow your dreams, to follow your heart and your calling, to do what is alive in you. That takes this readiness. And if you find yourself stuck in an area of life, ask yourself what you're trying to avoid and why you're not engaging with that area of life. And then you might find out why you're stuck there also. So in short, notice how avoidance hasn't helped you, how it increases negative experience or challenging experience, how it decreases positive experience, how it costs you energy, and perhaps how it has even cost you relationships. And then practice being ready for all feelings and accepting all feelings. Soften up instead of tensing. Practice grounding techniques, cognitive diffusion techniques. I've talked about both of these techniques on my channel. And remain aware of why accepting, why being ready, and why showing up for life is so important. Speaking of showing up, if you want further videos from this channel to show up in your feed, remember to subscribe, give this video a like if you liked it, and remain ready, remain accepting, and show up for your life.